name is Carrie Chaucer, and I worked at Cookout. There was this one time in winter, and there was this girl, she came down, she was like, this guy had a gun, and he threatened me with it. And we were like, oh, we can't let you in because the lobby's shut down, and there were cameras there. And if the manager had let her in, then he might have got fired. He probably would have. It was dark outside, so we just rotated the people outside. There were 2 guys who stood out there one at a time with her until the cops came.
I'm Madison, and I work at a Shell gas station. Probably around the time I first started working there, there was a customer who came in pretty regularly, and I would say he developed a crush on me, and it got to the point where he would like bring me gifts and stuff, and it just got scary when he would try and follow me to my car or like approach my car while I'm like getting ready to go in for my shift or leave for the night. Figured out where what time my shifts were, and he would always show up about like 5-10 minutes before I left and just wait outside until I left for the day, and he would try to approach me, and if I ignored him, he would follow me to my car to start a conversation. I was able to go to my manager, and she wanted to try and keep it quiet, but she also wanted to make sure my safety was a priority, so she just asked him to leave and not come back, and she made the rest of the staff aware to not interact with this person.
I'm Zoe, and I worked at Bojangles for 2 years. Before I quit, this guy comes running through the side door, and we're like, okay, whatever. He just kind of looked around for a little bit and then left again. And then he comes running back in the door with this blonde lady, and she looks like she's tweaking on something. And then she books it to the bathroom, and we're like, okay, maybe she just had to go to the bathroom really bad. Then like 5 minutes later, the cops come running in the store, and they're like, you seen a short blonde lady running here? And we're like, yeah. And they're like, where is she? I was like, she just ran in the bathroom a little bit ago. And they're like, okay. So he had to call for backup. And then his backup, the female officer, finally got there after like 20 minutes of this woman hiding in the bathroom. And like she was like banging around in there and stuff. And they went in, and then after about 10 minutes, they came back out, and they had to drag her out in handcuffs. And the cop just started laughing and gave us a thumbs up because we were all watching all of this happen. When I worked at McDonald's, I only worked there for 2 weeks because it went downhill very quickly. It wasn't the most organized place overall. I didn't even know how much I was getting paid. They just said, come work here. I said, okay. My last shift, the reason I decided to quit, besides the fact that I just did not enjoy it there at all, I was just standing there, and then all the managers congregated at the front, like where I was, because I was in window. And they just like started talking about like all these different minority groups, like saying everything that's wrong with them. And this was like a group of like white managers. One of the guys who worked on grill, he started blasting his music as he always did. And he was also white, and he said the N-word like 5 times, and then just aggressively stared at me. And I was like, interesting. I called them the next day, and I was like, I've just been really busy lately. I can't work here anymore. And they're like, okay. Because I just didn't want to have to like explain to them that all of them were making me very uncomfortable and feel slightly unsafe.